Hey guys, it's Melissa. It's Wednesday, August 24th, and you're watching The Seven Queers. So the topic this week is exes, everybody's favorite. For the lucky people out there, you guys, if you have an ex and you've ended things on really good terms, my hat goes off to you. I am happy for you. You are lucky. Then there's the other people, the unlucky people who have the exes that they want nothing to do with, or they're still in love with, or they freaking hate, or I'm in that category, okay? Well, I'm kind of in the middle. So the questions that go with the topic is, how do you get over them? Can you stay friends? What would be reasons to break up with them? And thoughts on cheating. Okay, so I've had two official exes, two official breakups, and then I've had, the flings. The flings don't really matter. My first girlfriend is one of my official breakups. I was with her from the age of 13 until 15, and then on and off until I was about 16. So, on and off for a year. Okay, how did I get over her? Let me tell you, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Okay, it wasn't the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, but it took me, when she first initially broke up with me, I was like Klinger-Minger stage 5. If you do not know what a Klinger-Minger stage 5 is, let me tell you, friends. Klinger-Minger stage 5 is when you are obsessed with this person. You could be dating the person, or you could be broken up with the person, or you could just like the person doesn't even know. I called her pretty much every single night for 2 weeks after we broke up. I had a MySpace. I was one of those cool kids that had a MySpace. I would message her all the time. When she'd be on MSN, that's the Canadian AIM, however you guys call it. When she would be on MSN, I would update my MSN status to emo stuff just so she could talk to me. And I just hit myself, but I tried to make it anyways. Just so she could talk to me. Stay friends. We are now friends, yes. For about a year and a half, we both cut each other out of out of each other's lives. Sophie wasn't really comfortable around her because when she was when we had broken up, she started seeing like a couple of other girls, and then when she was with somebody that she was official, like she was with that girl for a year, she would still send me text messages like, I miss you, like, we could have went far, or like, I see you and I together forever. So I distanced myself, and she did the same, and we just got in contact not too long ago. But there's a story that goes with that. Okay, it was hard for me to give myself space. It's easier said than done when people say, okay, just give yourself space from this person. Even when I was 15 and I grew up a little bit and I matured a little bit, it was hard for me to freaking just get over her. And that's why I always let her come back. And, it's wrong for me. It's wrong for me to do that, and that's a mistake. It's not something that I regret, because now I know if that ever happens to me again, I'm going to give myself space, and I'm going to respect myself way more than to let somebody sleep with me and lie to me the whole time. And I have way more self-worth now than I did back then. So yeah, can you stay friends? Now we're friends, but before, how I distanced myself from her, at first it was hard for me to let go, because I'm somebody that if you meant something to me at one point in my life, it is very hard for me to let you go. Not in the obsessive way, but you could hurt me over and over and over and over, and I'll still take you back no matter what, because I can't give up on people, and I feel bad, and I always forgive. That's what I mean. I always forgive somebody no matter what they do. That's how I should have said it. But one day I woke up and I said, you know what, I deserve better, and I gave myself space and I let her go. And even though she still tried to get me, it didn't work out. Till this day, she still talks about us being together in the end, but I told her recently that there has to be a line that we have to draw where her and I, cannot talk like that to each other. She can't talk to me like that. And she continued doing it until I told her, I said, if you continue doing this, I'm literally going to cut you out of my life, and that's it. And I keep on giving her chances, but from this time, like starting lately, I'm not going to put up with her shit. What would be reasons to break up with them? I didn't break up with her, but if the tables had turned, I should have broke up with her, because she was abusive for a little while, not for the long time, but she was pretty abusive with me. And that would be my reason to break up with her. I'm kind of like freaking babbling on there, but yeah, I was the idiot who stayed, but it was also my fault. So yeah, thoughts on cheating. She cheated on me, but I'm not innocent. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I had a boyfriend because my school didn't know that I was gay. That's not an excuse, but I wasn't innocent because I had a boyfriend and I had her. And she knew about the boyfriend, but my boyfriend obviously didn't know. It's still cheating because she knew. Just because she knew doesn't mean that it's not cheating. But, yeah. So, we're friends now, I guess. We talk, and I crossed the line. Like, I drew a line, and she knows not to cross it. And, yeah, so that's the first story. My second ex, we were only with each other for about 5 months. We were together for 5 months, and we've been friends for 3 years. And, we spent pretty much, out of all the 3 years that I've known her, I'd say about 4 months being friends out of all the 3 years. 4 months. If you took a chunk of the time that we've been friends and the time that we were fighting or, wanted nothing to do with each other, we would have had 4 months. That's pretty much it. I haven't talked to her, actually. It's been about a month. So how did I get over her? I got over her very quickly because she cheated on me and she lied to me, and she was kind of like an alcoholic, and that was at the time where I was trying to stop drinking. But yeah, she was a heavy drinker. She wasn't an alcoholic, but she drank a lot. And that was really toxic for me. And I met Sophie, and I ended up finding out that she had a girlfriend on the side. The whole time we were dating, she was with this girl for a year, and I found out about it. And I stayed for, I was that other bitch. I'm not even kidding you. I stayed for about a week and a half, and then I couldn't deal with it anymore, and she would come back to me, and I would fall for it. She told me that they broke up, and the reason why I thought that they were broken up was because on Facebook, her girlfriend had her profile completely private, and it didn't say that they were in a relationship. And of course there was profile pictures of them, but then when we started dating, there was no profile pictures of them together. In photo albums, she didn't add photos of her girlfriend, and I just didn't clue in. And when we would hang out, it would only be 2 or 3 times a week, and because I was still in the closet, it was hidden. Like, if you guys know what Ottawa is, if you guys know where Ottawa is, there's Rideau Center, and it's a big mall, and we would hang out on the roof of that because nobody went up there. And that's when we would kiss. That's when we would be romantic. That's when I would hug her, hold her hand, you know what I mean? So I hardly hung out with her friends at first. Didn't know her friends, knew nothing about them. So I didn't piece the puzzles together until I actually found out. Then we broke up, and we remained friends. This video is going to be really long, I'm sorry, I just have a lot to say. So, can you stay friends? With her? Obviously not, because we're not friends anymore. I have to see her on Sunday for Pride, and I'm not excited because I feel like she's going to ruin my pride. I hate being in arguments with people, and then I have to see them. Like, that's the worst feeling in the world. What would be reasons to break up with them? Well, obviously, with her, I broke up with her because she had a girlfriend on the side, and she was a liar, and yeah. Thoughts on cheating? I was the other girl for a bit, and I am in the wrong for that. Agree with cheating, and I shouldn't have stayed. And I probably sound like the worst person ever, but I'm just saying the truth to you guys. I don't want to lie to y'all. Can you guys stay friends? Okay, her and I aren't friends anymore, but we were friends on and off. So for her, no, I can't stay friends with her. We both can't stay friends with each other. Things happened too quickly, and I think that we thought that from that we could just stay friends and everything would be lolly-daddy and we'd be the best friends for life, but it really didn't work out. And so no, you can't stay friends with her. That is my long story, and I'm so happy, thank you Jesus, that I have the best girlfriend ever. I really do. She's amazing, and she doesn't put me through what my two exes did. And I love her very much. So that is my story, and it was freaking long, and I'm really sorry. So as I was babbling on, I didn't even talk about the topic itself, if it had to be related to you guys. I didn't even give my advice out. All I really did was talk about myself, as I always do. I always screw up the topic. So these are my inputs that has nothing to do with me, what I think you guys should do. If you, so the first question is, how do you get over them? Okay, if you know that you and this person will not be getting back together, give yourself as much space as you need. Stay away from that person. Try not to talk to that person till that person talks to you. And if that person talking to you gets in the way of you trying to get over them, then tell them that for a while you probably won't be able to talk to them. And I know it's easier said than done, but I'm telling you, this is going to help you in the long run. If you feel like not giving them, if you feel like if you gave them space, they're going to forget about you, don't think that, because they're not going to forget about you. You still mean a lot to that person, okay? Even if they broke up with you, you still mean a lot to that person, no matter what that person put you through, or no matter what you put that person through. And they obviously still love you. But just give yourself space, and don't think that the person's going to completely forget about you. It's just very crucial that you give yourself some time away from that person, and don't talk to them, and pretend like they don't exist. And I know it's easier said than done, and you're probably going to cry and be hurt, but yes, okay? That's what I think. Can you stay friends? You can. You can stay friends with the person. If you guys ended things on a mutual note, or if you gave yourself space and when you're ready to be friends with them, I think that you guys can still be friends if you guys are willing to work on it as friends, and if it's not as awkward. I think, yes, you can. Some situations you really can't. Things just don't work out. You guys just really don't get along as friends. Then no. But I do think you can. What would be reasons to break up with them? I don't know. There's a long list of variety reasons that you could break up with somebody. You know, if they're emotionally abusive, physically, you know, anything. If they're hurting you, if, you know, every time you talk to them, you end up crying. If you guys fight all the time, that's reasons to break up. So, thoughts on cheating. My thought on cheating, it was wrong for me to do it. When I had my boyfriend and the girlfriend, it was wrong for me to also to be that other girl in the relationship. And I'll forever, you know, be sorry for that. I don't regret it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because at some point in my life, that's exactly what I wanted. And I learned from that, and I know that if I ever have to go through a breakup again, I'll know what to do, and I know now not to cheat, and I know now that I love one person, and if I see myself falling out of love with Sophie, which I highly doubt, but if I see that, then I definitely will tell her I am against cheating now. But then again, it's hypocritical of me to say, oh, don't go out and cheat, you know, to each his own. But that's all I have to say, and I'm really sorry, guys, that my video was super long and I didn't even give good advice, and I hope you guys like this, and